Erev Tov, good evening, Hag Sameach, happy holiday, as we gather for this virtual online Seder. I'm Rabbi David Wirtschafter.
And I'm Dr. Lorne Dechtenberg, musician in residence here at Temple Adath Israel in Lexington, Kentucky, and we are grateful to you for joining us for this virtual Seder.
We're going to begin in just a moment with an opening prayer from my friend and colleague, Rabbi Joe Black of Denver, Colorado. Rabbi Black originally gave this prayer for an opening session at the Colorado State House. It's been adapted for our purposes tonight as we begin our Seder. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, God of our ancestors, our God and God of all people, God of the rich and of the poor, God of the healthy and God of the afflicted, God of those with health care and God of the uninsured, God of the hoarder and God of the helper, God of those who have no God. We come here tonight acutely aware of the gnawing unease that has been inspired by a global pandemic. Everywhere we look, we see apprehension and uncertainty. The impact of this illness is very real. Its presence is felt every time we wash our hands, clear our throats, or flinch in response to someone coughing behind us. A virus cannot be seen by the human eye, and yet it makes its presence known in the empty classrooms and canceled events that increasingly are becoming the norm around our city, state, nation, and throughout the world. It inspires fear as we await news of its arrival in our midst. We struggle to avoid contact with our faces and abandon all gestures of human touch that just a few weeks ago were expressions of friendship and affection. We have heard stories about how this virus has brought out the worst in us. We have hoarded vital supplies and taken advantage of shortages to gouge our fellow citizens on the secondary market. We have taken selfish solace in the fact that we are safe, and the most severely impacted will be the most vulnerable in our midst. The aged and the indisposed, the compromised and the infirm. We have watched in horror as racists have targeted our Asian American brothers and sisters and other ethnic communities using fears to reinforce their hideous, bigoted agendas. But along with the ugliness, we have also seen remarkable beauty. Outpourings of caring and concern, communities coming together to ensure that the frailest among us will be safe and secure. Doctors, nurses, and healthcare workers who have labored in dangerous conditions to care for their patients. Researchers and students who valiantly search for cures and vaccines to stem the tide of infection. The psalmist wrote, "Who may ascend the mountain of the eternal? Who may stand in God's holy place? Those with clean hands and a pure heart." We pray that as we wash our hands during this Passover ritual, we also might strive to find you, O God, in our hearts, our hopes, and our homes. Eternal One, bless all those who gather around our Seder tables tonight, near and far. Keep us healthy. Give us strength to find ways to safeguard our communities and protect the lives and livelihoods of everyone. We pray for healing for those who are affected. We pray that those who are healthy will remain so. We pray that this crisis will end and that lives and livelihoods will be spared. This year, we gather separately in anxiety. Next year, let us gather together again in joy and community.